Hello, welcome back to Lady Lovestead Reads. My name is Jessica, and in this video I'm sharing my March 2025 TBR, also known as the To Be Read list. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. You know the drill already, but I typically read books that fall into one of two categories: dark and twisted, and then cozy and whimsical. Since I do read some dark and twisted books, please make sure to check your trigger warnings before picking any of them up. I think that triggers can be spoilery, so I typically don't share them on my channel, but I recommend using the app Storygraph to learn more if you have any concerns. I read from a lot of different genres and all age ranges from middle grade, young adult, and adult. Genres that I typically read and enjoy are fantasy, literary, classic, thriller, horror, mystery, romance, and nonfiction. So if those are genres that interest you, you might enjoy becoming a part of my little community called the Lovestead. I have a Discord where we chat every day, and a link to the Discord is down below. With that being said, let's talk about some of the activities happening at the Lovestead in March. Once a month, I host Saturday sprints in my Discord, and this month sprints will be on Saturday, March 8th. Usually start this around noon and go all day long. If you enjoy sprinting, you might really like Discord sprints. It takes kind of the pressure off because you don't have to be on camera or anything like that in a Discord sprint, and you can still hang out with wonderful people and have fun and read. I love Discord sprints. I prefer Discord sprints over live sprints on YouTube. So I do them on my, or not my channel, but in my Discord once a month on a Saturday. And again, this Saturday it is March 8th. In the Discord at the Lovestead, my Discord is also kind of farmhouse themed. So the channels are set up to represent different rooms in a house. So there's a channel for like the kitchen where we talk about food and recipes. There's a channel for gardening where we talk about gardening, a library channel where we talk about books and that kind of thing. One of the things that we're doing is watch along. And in a watch along, we are watching a TV series and doing one season a month. And the series we are currently watching is The Goodwitch. The Goodwitch originally aired on Hallmark as a series of movies, and the movies were so popular it became a TV show. Since it's a Hallmark show, it's very cozy, very whimsical, heartwarming, and we watched season 1 in February. So here in March, we will be starting season 2. I'll leave the Discord chat up on my Discord for an entire year. So if you want to start watching The Goodwitch with us, but you're behind, that's okay. Start it whenever you want to start it and join the conversation. And the conversation will be available until the end of next February. So it's not too late to join our Goodwitch watch along if you want to join. So far, everyone is loving the show. Every month, I pull a book from my owned shelves to offer as a buddy read, and I rotate every other month with a dark book and a cozy book. On the odd numbered months, I do a dark book, heavy-hitting kind of story, and the even months, I do a more cozy, whimsical, and lighthearted story. March is an odd numbered month, and the book that I pulled that's a harder hitting story is Pictures of You by Emma Gray. This is a literary fiction. It's supposed to cover some pretty heavy themes, and I will just read you the dust jacket description. Evie Hudson should be grieving her dead husband, but since the car crash that claimed his life and landed her in the hospital, she can't remember him at all. The only person who can help her piece her past together is her high school best friend, Drew Kennedy. When snippets of her memory start falling into place, Evie wonders exactly how she ended up in a life that couldn't be further from the one she dreamed of. This time around, she's seeing all the things she missed and the life she gets to choose again. One of my booktube buddies, Jan Agaton, read this and was one of her top books of 2024. She and I really align pretty well when it comes to lit fic, so I had to pick this up and read it. So I am offering it as a buddy read. And like with my watch-alongs, I will leave the discussion channel for this up on my Discord for an entire year, so it won't be taken down until at the end of March next year. So if you can't read this in March, you know, pick it up at a later time and join the conversation then. And then last, I am offering trilogy-alongs. So we're going to have 3 trilogy-alongs this year, and we are working on our first one, which is the Legendborn cycle by Tracy Deonn. This is a YA fantasy, and it's about Bree, who gets early admittance to a college, and at this college, or I should say university, she finds a secret society that centers around Arthurian magic, and she pledges to join the society, and all kinds of adventures and shenanigans ensue. It covers some really hard-hitting themes like racism, misogyny, classism, covers a lot of history of the South and things like that, looking at magic and witch hunts and stuff. So it's a really, really excellent series. And the reason I picked it is because the 3rd and final book in the trilogy comes out in March. And so in January, we read Legendborn, February, we read Bloodmarked, and now we're reading the final book in the trilogy here in March, which is Oathbound. So if you are interested in joining, again, I will leave the discussion channel up on my Discord for an entire year. So if you can't get to this trilogy until later in the year, go ahead and still read it. It's excellent, and join the conversation when you can. I'm really excited for this 3rd book. It is my one exception to my book buying challenge. And I'm ready to read it. I'm ready to read it. I'm so excited. It's been really fun rereading the first 2 books and getting back into that world. And I haven't quite finished Bloodmarked, but oh my goodness, rereading it, I'm so excited for Oathbound. So that covers what's going on at the Discord. Now let me share with you just books I want to read. So I do have one carryover into March, which is Bloodmarked. This is a bigger book, and I just was not able to get through all of it in February. And as I just said, this is book 2 in the Legendborn cycle trilogy. Next, I'm doing a buddy read with my friend Pat. We are reading a cozy mystery called When the Crow's Away by Auralee Wallace. This is book 2 in a cozy mystery duology so far. They haven't written any more in this series, so I'm guessing it's going to stay a duology, but it's book 2 in the Even Fall Witches B&B cozy mystery series. Goodreads says, the ghost of a recently deceased chocolatier believes he was murdered, and it's up to young witch Bryn Warren to use her magical gifts and old-fashioned sleuthing skills to find out how he really met his bitter end in this enchanting new Even Fall Witches B&B mystery. When I read the first one in this series, it felt very much to me like a cozy version of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. If you're familiar with that show, it's a reboot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch on Netflix. Very, very dark reboot of it. And this book, duology, feels like a really cozy version of that show, which I loved. And I really like the first one. I'm excited to get to the second one, and this will be my first buddy read with Pat, so that will be really fun too. Those are the only books that I have firmly planned to read, are those 3. Bloodmarked, Pictures, well, not Bloodmarked, Oathbound, obviously this is not Oathbound, Oathbound, When the Crow's Away, and Pictures of You, because I need to do some mood reading. I'm in the mood to do some moody mood reading. Every now and again, I go through like these cycles where like sometimes I really want to set TBR and other times it exhausts me and I need to mood read. And I've had a fairly set TBR January, February. March, I really need to let myself mood read for a while, and probably in April too. So that's the plan. Those are the only 3 books that I have set in stone to read. And there are 2 readathons I might try to read a book for if I can. And I don't know who is hosting these this year. I just know that they happen every year on BookTube, and sometimes there are different hosts for them. So the first is March Mystery Madness. If you all know the hosts of March Mystery Madness this year, please put them in the comments below so that I can give them credit and direct people to them. So March Mystery Madness, I think there's a bingo board. I don't know for sure, but I'm just going to try to read a couple cozy mysteries. Actually, this book with Pat will check that off my list, right? And then the second one is Middle Grade March. And again, I don't know who's hosting that this year because it tends to rotate. So if you know the hosts of Middle Grade March, please put that in the comments down below so we can give them credit and direct people to them. And I don't know if there's a specific prompts or bingo boards or anything like that for Middle Grade March this year. I just know it happens every year, and I want to try to read a middle grade for Middle Grade March. So that about sums it up for my reading plans and bookish activities in my Discord at the Lovestead and otherwise. If you are enjoying my content, make sure to like and subscribe. If you feel at home here, please join the Discord and become a part of the community. And if you just want to leave me an emoji to let me know that you're here, go ahead and leave me a camera for pictures of you. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!